Are workplace perks a privilege or a trap? Across industries, employers are cracking down on employees misusing company benefits. From free lunches to credit cards, companies are deploying perk police to monitor spending and ensure rules are followed. This isn't just about stopping minor infractions. It's about setting an example and, in some cases, making strategic cuts. In this video, we'll explore the growing trend of strict workplace policies, examine real-life cases, and discuss what this means for you as an employee. Stick around to learn how to protect yourself in this evolving workplace environment. In a post-pandemic world, companies are looking for ways to streamline operations. Enter the Perk Police, a term for policies and teams dedicated to monitoring workplace benefits. These measures aim to identify employees who misuse perks like company credit cards, meal allowances, and even time-tracking systems. For some organizations, this approach serves a dual purpose. It ensures compliance and, in tough economic times, helps reduce headcount without formal layoffs. The bottom line? Employees who don't follow the rules risk more than just a slap on the wrist. They risk losing their jobs. Let's take a closer look at some examples that have made headlines. Case number 1, Meta's meal credit crackdown. At Meta, employees are given meal vouchers, $20 for breakfast and $25 for lunch and dinner. These vouchers are a lifeline for offices without food services, but some employees use them for personal purchases, like wine glasses and acne treatment pads. The result? Meta fired around 24 workers at its Los Angeles office for these violations. While Meta cited restructuring as the reason for job cuts, it's clear that rule-breaking was a significant factor. Case number 2, Target and the Stanley Cup scandal. Target employees faced termination after bypassing customers to buy the popular Stanley water bottles. Why? The company has strict employee purchase guidelines designed to ensure fairness to customers. Breaking these rules led to swift action, proving that no product is worth losing your job over. Case number 3, Ernst & Young's training video violation. At Ernst & Young, employees are required to watch training videos, but some workers tried to cheat the system by watching multiple videos at once. This seemingly small act violated company policies, leading to job terminations. Case number 4, Payhawk's Marca Schured. Monitoring. In the US, Payhawk introduced smart cards for employee spending, but these cards come with strict rules. Companies using Payhawk can now monitor transactions in real time, restricting where and when employees can spend. If an employee uses the card outside approved hours or locations, the transaction can be blocked instantly. So, why are companies becoming so strict? Experts say it's a mix of economics and optics. A human resources consultant explains that businesses often get stricter during tough times. After the pandemic, many companies realized they overhired. Rather than lay off employees, which often requires severance packages, some companies enforce strict policies to encourage rule breakers to leave. This approach allows businesses to trim their workforce without officially downsizing. But it also creates a tense workplace atmosphere where employees feel constantly monitored. Technology plays a big role in this new era of workplace enforcement. Across the world, businesses are using tools to monitor employee activity. This includes tracking computer keystrokes, monitoring email usage, and even analyzing time spent on non-work-related websites. While these measures improve accountability, they also raise concerns about privacy. Is your employer watching you more closely than you realize? Some employees feel that this level of surveillance crosses a line, while employers argue it's necessary to maintain productivity. What's it like for employees facing these strict rules? Take Matt, for example. He recalls colleagues who lost their jobs for using company meal allowances to buy groceries. These weren't extravagant purchases, but they still violated company policy. For employees like Matt, the lesson is clear. Follow the rules, no matter how small they seem. A minor infraction could lead to major consequences. If you're worried about falling into these traps, here are some tips to protect yourself. Understand company policies. Take time to read and understand your employer's rules, especially regarding perks and expenses. Ask questions. If you're unsure about what's allowed, ask HR or your manager for clarification. Avoid taking risks. It might be tempting to bend the rules for convenience, but it's not worth the risk. Monitor your own behavior. Keep track of how you're using company resources and ensure everything aligns with policies. Remember, transparency and accountability go a long way in building trust with your employer. As workplaces evolve, employees should expect more transparency, but also more scrutiny. Companies will continue leveraging technology to monitor activity, aiming to maximize efficiency and cut costs. For workers, this means staying vigilant and compliant. The days of relaxed workplace policies are over. The workplace is changing, and with it comes stricter enforcement of rules and policies. From monitoring credit card usage to cracking down on training violations, employers are sending a clear message. Integrity matters. For employees, the best strategy is to stay informed, follow the rules, and avoid behaviors that could put your job at risk. In a competitive job market, compliance isn't just about keeping your perks, it's about keeping your position. For more workplace insights and career advice, stay tuned to our channel. And remember, a rule followed today could save your job tomorrow. Need to keep your screen looking busy? Sign up for our free email newsletter. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and get notifications for more 5-minute fixes.